Peace and love, beloved family. High vibrations. Uh, Go your way, divine love always. Our sponsor today, if you can say it, it's Burners. Burners. Graffiti Clothing, Inc. Incorporated. They out of the Bronx. Out of Bronx, Mount Vernon area. Uptown. Check them out on Ilion underscore 720 on IG or what's that? Ilion Large Brothers Beato Ilion on Facebook, Ilion 720. It's on Ilion, anything Ilion, you'll see it. They have the t-shirt and stuff like that. I was fortunate enough to be a model. You see my beautiful self on there. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Shout out to the brothers and sisters who take the time out to watch the videos. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for taking your time to listen to my little 9 cents. A lot of things going on. But one of my biggest gripes now is, brothers, even some sisters talking about, the state of affairs with Israel and Palestine. I mean, once again, it's Negroes poking their nose into stuff that has nothing to do with them. One of the things we have to understand, if nature is our classroom, the animals are our teachers, in order for us to learn to be the supreme being, the supreme animal that we're supposed to be, we got to learn that from the animals. Rhinos don't worry about what the tiger is doing unless the tiger's trying to make them a meal. The elephants worry about elephant business. The tigers worry about tiger business. The hyena worry about hyena business. The wolf, the bear, polar bear don't care nothing about nobody else but their survival. They're not trying to be friends with the seal, and the seal is their meal. I've been hearing and watching and reading stuff on IG and hearing stuff at passing and in the barbershops, stuff like that, and on YouTube and in the news about Negroes worried about Palestine and Israel. I'm like, Israel won't be all right. They got help, if you ain't noticed. Niggas ain't got no help. Palestine, they made their deal with America. They made their deal just like Ethiopia. Ethiopia is going through a bad situation because of the deals that they made with Europeans 50 years ago, 70 years ago, 100 years ago, 20 years ago. It's the government. It's not the people. It's the government. So Negroes in America, Negroes in the Caribbean, Negroes in Britain, they're protesting, out here protesting, free Palestine. I'm like, you stupid. You got to be the dumbest motherfuckers on earth to be worrying about somebody else's shit. And meanwhile, back at home, they still killing us off wholesale. Air, water, food, still denying us clothes, shelter, and we begging them. Or it's really crazy. It's like and I want to speak on that too. I want to speak on idiots. These idiots, these educated Negroes that are silently and outrightly, begging the government for stuff. These are the people who are the enemies of freedom for our people, for Nubian indigenous sovereign people. They're the enemies. These intelligent black Negroes, these Jesse Jacksons, these Angela Davises, these Lamont Hills, these Eric Dyson, whatever Cornell Wests and all them Negroes. Those are new Jesse Jacksons. Those the new Andrew Youngs. Those the new Reverend Abernathys. The sellouts. Those are new sellouts. And then they get real cushy jobs at universities, making 80 to 150,000, and then hustling the circuit to get on podcasts and write books, and they move freely, proving themselves. Oh, I'm intelligent. I'm an intelligent Negro. I'm not like other Negroes. I'm not like Pookie and Ray Ray on the block. Mind you, these type of Negroes, they not for freedom for all of us. They out for themselves and what they can get. That's all they trying to do, is for themselves. They don't practice group economics, but they want you to support them. They'll get on vanilla people shows and debate them about black this and black that and why black people, and meanwhile they're not even down. They're not even down for the cause. And they'll bother other people. They'll like brothers that'll attack, these conscious brothers that attack Dr. Umar. Try to group Umar in with Brother Polite as far as being a hustler, charlatan. There's a brother that's trying to do something. At least he's trying to open a school. What does these other conscious Negroes who work in universities who have degrees and doctor this and doctor so and so and so and honorary degree niggas? What are they doing? What are these black entertainers in Hollywood and the NFL and the NBA? What are they doing? They're not doing nothing for freedom. Malcolm X, MLK, they were about freedom. They weren't about power. You can't have power if you ain't free. These niggas is just making their beds comfy on a plantation. They happy being on a plantation because they know they benefit from getting pats on the back, getting their bank accounts full, money, and living around the very same people that are doing us wrong. They're going to live around Caucasian people. They cool with that. You know what I mean? Not to per se blame Caucasian people, but Caucasian people, they practice group economics. That's why they winning. You want to call it white supremacy, you do what you want. But they stick together, even if they don't like each other. Asians stick together. Jews stick together. You ain't got to worry about Palestinians. Palestinians stick together. Palestinians wasn't saying shit when we was on the slave ships. They wasn't saying nothing when apartheid was tearing us apart in Africa. Jim Crow was kicking our ass in America, in the Caribbean, and whatever they was practicing in England in the 60s and the 70s. When we was swinging in the breeze, swinging on trees with ropes around our necks in the 1700s, in the 1800s, in the 1900s, in the 2000s, 1600s, Palestinians, they were nowhere to be found. When they was Rodney Kinging us down, and they was shooting us down in Philly, shooting us down in LA, shooting us down in New York, shooting us down in Chicago, shooting us down in Texas, New York, wherever in America, in Britain, in the Caribbean. Palestinians didn't raise their voice or nothing to our causes. So what? Malcolm was Malcolm and other so-called grassroots black liberationists was sympathetic to the cause of Palestine. I'm apathetic, but I'm not sympathetic for them. Those days are done, bro. And you got to get out of that mindset. You got to get away from that because that's only doing us a disservice to ourselves, to our children, to our ancestors, and future generations. It's dumb. It's dumb for real. I've never seen such stupidity. Never. Never. Oh my God.